ascended the throne just 1 year now. I'll say 1 year. It's over 1 year. And since then, a lot has happened in the community. I've been able to pull my weight to make sure that we take the community to a greater height from what it has been.
What are the challenges that you face and have you overcome these challenges?
Well,
The initial ones.
initial ones, definitely there will be challenges when you come to the throne. Challenges of people, probably those who were fighting with you to come to the throne. And immediately I got to the throne, the first thing I did was to bring the people together, especially the chiefs, the valet, and those people that were at loggerheads because of the throne. So I tried to bring them together, and there's peace in the community so that we can forge ahead. So that's the first thing I did. Then I tried to look at those areas that I can help the community. We've done so many things in terms of security, in terms of road, in terms of street lights for the people, in terms of borehole for people, just to make sure that the community is going on well.
Before you became king, what was the situation like in terms of the town, and how do you also feel when you are selected to become the king?
Yeah, before I became the king, I was a businessman. Most of the time I'm always in Lagos. That's where I have my business. That's why I stayed. But immediately my predecessor died, and the issue of the next person to come to the throne begin. Has to come home by the people that our ruling house is the next ruling house to produce the king. So I happen to be coming home almost on a weekly basis, because the ruling house has to be doing meetings here and there, or meetings, and at the end of the day, I was lucky to come out. So out of about three or four people that contested, I was picked as the next person to be the king. Before the demise of the other Oba, Jandu II, about 15 years ago, I was made an Otumba.
Here in the town, sir?
Here in the town, Otumba Alarada, which is the Otumba of that ruling house. Even though, as at that time, I didn't even know that I would be a king. So, as time goes on, people begin to say, Otumba Alarada. Alarada is a ruling house. I didn't even know all the ruling houses. There are 4 ruling houses in Essure. There is Jandu, there is Rudu, there is Alarada, and Olode. But I was made the Otumba Alarada. And if you are an Otumba Alarada from a ruling house, it means you call it Otumba Godo. That Otumba is an Otumba that can be a king. That is the information they made me to know at that time.
Automatically.
Otumba Godo. So that's what they told me later. So when the king died, the previous king, so and people started to disobey that, they say, Otumba Alarada is the next ruling house, so the thing is coming to you, you are the one that be. So I just, but Alarada is a big family, so you cannot say, because of that, because you are Otumba Alarada, you are the one. So we have to come together. There are processes. The ruling house will do their process. They will send the name to the kingmakers. The kingmakers will go to Ifa, do all whatever they can do before your name can come out. It's not just that because I was an Otumba before and it's automatic. No, it's not.
When you took up the mantles, how easy was it settling down to?
No, it was not easy. I would say it was not easy because I have my job there, and I cannot just leave my job in Lagos and come. But I try to mend the two together. Try to go to Lagos once in a week or twice, then so that I can come back and face the challenges of the house.
Can you tell us a bit, sir, of the history of what's the significance of the town?
The history is a very long one, but let me just tell you. According to history, it was during the reign of Obanta. You know, Obanta is Ajogun Oborogon, and it was believed that they traveled from Ile-Ife down to here. When Ajogun was coming from Ile-Ife, he took his royal brother. The royal brother is Obelu. So when they were coming, they got to Ijebu-Imusin. This is Ishin. I don't know whether you pass there or you pass it. So they got to Ishin, and a side event happened. The son of Obanta, who became the Awujale, the first son, died in that place. So when he died, he was buried there. And Obanta now took an ancient tree and put it on the grave of that son, or where they buried his son. And Obelu also took an akoko tree and put it on it. So both the Ichin and akoko tree are there now up to today.
And how's Obelu to Obanta?
How Obelu is a brother to Obanta.
A younger brother.
Yes, Obelu is a brother. That was why I said Obanta took his royal brother when they were coming. So they now left the place after the death. They faced Ijebu-Imusin. When they got to Ijebu-Imusin, Obanta became, I want to shorten it so that Obanta became the Awujale of Ijebu-Imusin. Obelu was supposed to be the second in command, but the people of Ijebu-Imusin insisted that the brother will be ruling and the junior brother will also be ruling there. So that was, Obelu now left the position of the second in command to Olisa. Olisa of Ijebu-Imusin. So Obelu now moved to another area in Ijebu-Imusin. They call the place Mogi Obelu. There is a street in Ijebu-Imusin they call Mogi Obelu. We visit there, and I've gone there last year as my first listing. So Mogi Obelu, we have a house there, we have jurisdiction there. Obelu was there. In fact, 16 Obelu reigned there. According to history, 16 Obelu reigned in that place. Everything is here. I will give you this when you are going so that you can. So 16 Obelu reigned there, and they continued to be there until something happened in Ijebu-Imusin here. Obanta now said that all the villages around this place should be called Imu-Isin. That is a place where Ishin tree grows. That was how the name Ijebu-Imusin came to be. Imu-Isin. So then there was an interregnum in Ijebu-Imusin during the reign of Olalekan. There is another Oba in Ijebu-Imusin, Olalekan. So during the interregnum, Awujale now instructed Obelu to come to Ijebu-Imusin and settle and form a government and settle there. So that was when Obelu came to Ijebu-Imusin. And on coming to Ijebu-Imusin, he now settled at this place called Essure. The name was Essure. They now abbreviated it to Essure. So Obelu will now leave this place, go to Ijebu-Imusin, call them together, set up the Pampa, set up the Oshubo, set up so many things, and he was able to resolve, and he will from here now go back to Ijebu-Imusin, feedback Awujale, and then come back, and that was when he finally settled at Essure.
Your own history is not related to those other settlements.
It is. That is when I told you, I said, Obanta said all the villages around this place where my son died should be called Imu, Ishin. Imu is where Ishin tree grows. Imu, Ishin. That was what Obanta said. And then the number of villages in Ijebu-Imusin, there are over 200.
Yes, right.
Over 200. But some are, like you said, maybe small hamlets. So there are still a lot of villages. When I start counting now, we can still count more than 40 villages within Ijebu-Imusin. So Ijebu-Imusin is a very big place. So Essure is just part of it. Olalekan is there, Itamaru is there, Ewuri is there, Esubo is there, Igbaga is there, Odokijegi, Idoko Wolowa, Idoko Aledo, Idoko Ajase. That's about 3 or 4.
Is Ilodo part of you, sir? Ilodo.
Ilodo, yes now. Ilodo. And Ilodo also have their own king. That is Ogimadagbo is there. So in the whole of Ijebu-Imusin, we have about 6 kings. We have Magusha of Itamaru, Obelu, Oloko, Ogimadagbo, Elesugbon, Igbaga. So those are the kings in Ijebu-Imusin. Our own historical site. So also Ilodo. We come now and tell you its own history. Do you understand? Yes. But according to history, when Obanta was even coming, Oloko was already at Idoko as a king.
Yes. He followed.
No, they didn't follow. He was there.
With whom? Did he come with?
I didn't know about that, but according to history, they said that when Obanta and Obelu were coming with other obas, like the Alaperu now, the Lake of our Lake of our, they came all together with Obelu and Obanta. But they said they met Oloko. Oloko has been there. Do you understand? Even before Awujale went to Ijebu to become a king. That is what history told us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Before Obanta,
yeah,
there are different migrations that came to the body.
Yes.
The first one was
Oluwa, yes.
Probably the Oloko to be one of the entourage.
Maybe.
But you said when Obanta came, they met.
That is in fact you will see it in the
so that means Oloko was part of the first migration.
Maybe he was part of the first migration
for the others.
Because Oluwa, who is the father of Gborowo, Gborowo was the person that married Oduduwa.
That's right.
And Gborowo gave back to Ajogun of Gborowo. So Ajogun, that Ajogun now moved from Ile-Ife to come and find his maternal grandfather's house in Ijebu-Ode. Even when he got to Ijebu-Ode, there was already a king in Ijebu-Ode already. Bishop Alabajo. Essure generally in Ijebu-Imusin is a very vibrant community in Ijebu-Imusin. Most of these things, everything that started in Ijebu-Imusin, you can point it to Essure. The first Catholic church was in Essure, Ijebu-Imusin. The first mosque, central mosque of the whole Ijebu-Imusin was in Essure. The first primary school in the whole of Ijebu, as we say, Ijebu is so big, St. Peter Primary School was from Essure, Ijebu-Imusin. The first modern school was in Essure, Ijebu-Imusin. The first secondary school in the whole of Ijebu-Imusin is Essure, St. Anthony's Grammar School. Why is it?
What content? Why do you always be the first?
Well, I used to have that question myself. That why is it that? But if you see, you will see that I think the issue of that royalty is part of it.
Okay.
It's part of it in the sense that Obelu was coming from Ijebu-Ode along with us to come and settle here, to come and settle so many things. Then they were the one that were doing all this judiciary something. That the Pampa is for the small people, the Oshubo is for the big people, cases that involve death sentence, they are the one that will do it. They were well educated. Maybe that was what prompted most of these things to happen. But I don't know. Everything started from Essure, secondary school, Essure, primary school, Essure, modern school, Essure. So Essure is a vibrant community.
Yeah,
within Ijebu-Imusin, and
let's say you are the second monarch.
No.
The monarch before.
No. How can I be the second monarch? In Ijebu, I just told you that there are 16 or 17 Oba
the rules
ruled in Obelu in Ijebu
okay.
as Obelu. Do you understand?
Yeah.
After that, we have already 11. I'm the 12th now.
Sure. Now let's come back to this. The former king,
Yeah.
Dr.
Shanshi.
Shanshi, was the first crowned Oba, was it not?
It was not the first crown Oba.
But the history now keep on telling us that there have been Obas.
There have been Obas, there have been crown Oba. We have Grenade, we have Lukan, we have Oshijo, they are all crowned. We saw their crown, we saw their listing.
Dr. Shanshi.
Dr. Shanshi was not the first one.
Then secondly, sir, you are talking about Essure first. Then why is it that the first Oba that we got to know was a Muslim, and you are now coming out as another Oba, a Muslim? That means there's a unity in the community for allowing, because in some other community, I'm a Christian.
Yeah, what you even mentioned, that thing came up when we were about to choose the next, when they were about to choose me. They were saying, why? Some people were saying, no, it doesn't have to be a Christian, a Muslim. It was a Christian before, a Muslim before. Why should it be a Muslim again?
Yeah.
But I don't think that one
religion is a factor.
I don't think it's a factor. I don't think so, because in Essure we call ourselves Arometa Tikidobel, and the Arometa is the Christian, the Muslim, and the traditional. We are very, very unique. United. Arometa Tikidobel. So all of us, there's no discrepancies about religion. You are a Christian, I'm a Muslim, and so some people, they wanted to bring it out, but
We quench it up.
But we quench it. The Reverend Father, even the one that is still there now, whenever we are doing Ileya Celestifa or something, he comes along and sit with us to pray. The first year anniversary we are doing, on Friday we will go to the mosque. Saturday we do the grand rally. Sunday I will go to the church for Thanksgiving. So religion is not a problem in Essure. Arometa Tikidobel pé mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta là ń ṣe. We have that. You see, Essure has an industrial land that is after the express.
The other side.
The other side, it still belongs to Essure. And part of the meeting that I held in the morning before you called me, that time you called me, somebody came. We tried to give some lands to him. He has something he wanted to do. We call it Owena exploration. It's into bitumen or whatever. So I'm trying to pull him down. Although one of their members is a community member, one of the members of this company. So they want to get a land. They will soon start that. I have also gotten immigration, Nigerian immigration. I've given them some land around this side. They want to build an area command there. Area command. Although they've not really started.
What about judiciary, sir?
Judiciary, they have just given us, they have just approved the magistrate court for the whole of the Ijebu-Imusin. So if you took this side, when you are coming, did you see Muslim primary school?
Yes.
Opposite Muslim primary school, where Sapida is. That open space there, where there is post office,
yes.
That is where we are starting the magistrate court. We started, they are just renovating, because there was a particular building there that in those days, Obelu, Oloko, those of us were using that place to be their judiciary, settle matters among people. So that's the place we are renovating now. to turn to the magistrate court. Yes.
Then back to security, sir. You said you have done this, buying sex, and that for those people.
Security.
What about involving these people? What do you call them?
Vigilante.
No, not vigilante. Uniform.
Civil defense.
Civil defense.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
For civil defense, the plan we have, like we don't have a palace in Essure, but we have a land. The palace is one of the things that I'm going to do in the first year anniversary. We are going to unveil the architectural design of the palace. They are doing it right now. So immediately we get the palace is towards the express.
Okay.
So the first thing after getting the architectural something and opening the place up, we plan to bring in the civil defense, get an armory, because that's part of this. We have to build and they will be there permanently. There is a place we have carved out for them. So that's what we do about security. So we bring them in, we build a place for them there, and that gives us, with all the VSO, we have the vigilante here also. We have the so safe and what do they call them, VSO, and we also have them within the community.